going on, Jerome's? The NFL draft is mercifully nearly upon us, and the Minnesota Vikings enter the selection meeting with not a ton of draft picks, but a lot of speculation about trading down from 24, and loaves and fishes multiply, feed everybody. But the flatness of the talent in this draft may make it tough to trade down, but all it takes is one. And if a team deems a player a must-have, the Vikings certainly could and should benefit, notably quarterbacks. So Vikings need to catch them all, get a couple more draft picks. And PFF's latest mock draft, the Vikings do just that. They trade down twice and nearly double their draft picks. So there actually isn't a Viking selection in this, but we'll go through things here. Cam Ward to the Titans, yes. Bears trade up for Abdul Qadir. That would be a problem. that would be a problem, man. The Giants taking Travis Hunter. The Patriots taking Will Campbell. Makes sense. Jaguars, Mason Graham. I love that. The Raiders, Ashton Genty. I love it too. Well, the Bears getting Abdul Carter is more of a problem than the Bears getting Ashton Genty, if that makes sense. Mambu goes to the Jets. I think that's great because he's going to pair up with Olufashanu. Great bookend tackles for Justin Fields. Tet goes to the Panthers because Bryce needs a tall receiver. Hadi Campbell goes to the Saints. That's a good pick. The Saints obviously could go Shedeur Sanders in the spot, except they're tanking. They're purposely tanking to get Arch Manning next year, and Hadi Campbell will be a nice building piece when they come out of the wreckage. The Browns trade, make a maneuver, and the Browns traded for, with the Bears from 2. They get Mike Green. I think that the gap between Carter and Mike Green is not that huge, so I think this is a good get for the Browns. Jahdae Barron to the 49ers, whatever. 12, Cowboys taking Tyler Warren. I think this one makes a lot of sense, and I think that he's a souped-up Jason Witten. I think that Tyler Warren will be a great addition to that Cowboys offense. It's been sort of lacking at tight end, basically since Jay Novacek. Hyperbole, don't care. The Dolphins, so Armstrong retired. Again, Calvin Banks Jr., I love him. That's a great pick. The Colts getting Emenware, so pairing him up with Beasley at safety. I think Emenware is going to go earlier than people think. Jalon Walker stays in state with the Falcons. Did Jalon's wife go to Georgia too? I don't know. But either way, the Falcons get some instant pass rush, which is good. The Chargers make a move, get Matthew Golden, the speed receiver from Texas. 17, the Bengals take a Walter Nolan. So they definitely need some help along the defensive line because they brought back B.J. Hill. That's where your mom lives. No, actually, she doesn't live there. She just has investment real estate properties there. 18, you got the Seahawks and Gray Zabel. I feel like this is like the Ethan Posich one because Posich was also a 5-position offensive lineman coming out of LSU. Eventually, he worked his way to the Seahawks. But Zabel, I mean, that's a nice fit there. Malachi Starks to the Bucks. Malachi and Winfield Jr., come on, man. Come on, that's great. Broncos get LB3. So basically, LB3 and Jerry Jeudy are going to work together. No. Shedeur Sanders, Steelers stop his slide. I think this is a smart pick. I think there's value at this point of the game. The Cardinals trade after the trade with the Chargers to get Will Johnson. If Will Johnson falls this far, go get him. Yeah. Shamar Stewart goes to the Packers. First trade for the Vikings, they trade with the Eagles. And I hate the effing Eagles. So the Eagles come up and they get Donovan from Boston College, where they're replenishing and retooling their front seven, which they do all the time. And I think that it really sucks how good this is going to work out for them. Simmons goes to the Texans. After they overhaul their offensive line, they need some help. Otherwise, C.J. Stroud is going to die. Cam Robinson is not the answer. The Rams, Colson Loveland. I mean, what the hell is this? They just sit there and they get Colson Loveland to replace Higbee. Come on. Kenneth Grant goes to the Ravens. For shame. Pierce goes to the Lions. I hate it. The Commies get Michael Williams. The Bills take Trey Amos. And the Chiefs get Derek Harmon. So there's a lot of talent that flies off the board after the Vikings trade down. And then they trade down again, but this time only one pick with the Browns. So the Vikings... I suppose we should recap the trade. So the Eagles trade... the Vikings got the Eagles' 32 pick. So dropping down 8 spots, you pick up a third-round pick as well as 161. And the trade, we'll go over the trade chart values here in a second. And then the Vikings moved down 1 spot. They freshen up the third-round pick from 97 to 94. Also pick up 179 by moving down 1 spot, so the Browns can come up and take a quarterback. So trade chart-wise, It's pretty close for the first Eagles one. Like maybe you could charge a little bit more of a premium since obviously it's the Eagles one to come up. Also, the Fitzgerald Spielberger chart, like the Vikings crush both of these, but it's close with the Eagles one. The Vikings dominate the Browns one because they have the leverage because it's a quarterback involved there. So the Vikings grow from 4 picks to 7 and essentially dropping from 24 down 9 spots to 33. They pick up an extra third at 94. They freshen up. Extra third 94. They're freshened up from 97 to 96, and then they get an extra 5th and 6th. So overall, I think that is pretty good. And in terms of value, what the Vikings could have from the remainder. So Darius Alexander, a super disruptive defensive lineman from Toledo. Absolutely love his game, his versatility as well. And, the Vikings, it is a, would you rather stick and pick and take Harmon or trade down, take Alexander, which Harmon's Harmon. Alexander's pretty damn good as well, but also having these extra picks. So with these extra picks, you're able to take Ratledge, Brashard Smith, Ty Felton, etc. Now, I think the Felton and Ty Robinson are going to go a little bit higher than this, but, we'll take it. But Ratledge at 94, I think, slides in as your starting guard. Makuba, it's our crush, right? Brashard Smith, the speedy, gadgety, Diet Percy type player. Jackson Hawes, the best blocking tight end in this class, just a badass. Ty Felton, they've done some work on. Pride of Maryland, former teammate of Deshaun Jones. Also, the Vikings never go wrong taking a late round Maryland wide receiver. Just don't let Ty Felton date your sister. And then Ty Robinson, another disruptive force on the D-line. So overall, if the Vikings make these moves, kind of sucks not drafting in the first round. The Vikings draft party at US Bank Stadium is going to get kind of quiet really quickly, but then the vendors will just give away all the Miller Lite and we're good to go. But overall, if this is what it takes to multiply these picks, and this is roughly what you get, I'll take it. Certainly take it, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings trade down twice in Pro Football Focus's latest mock draft. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, their thoughts. Comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.